Hi, Gabriel here from the New York City Guitar School. I'm here today to give you a few tips that you can use in the practice room. If you're struggling with some momentum, or if you're trying to come up with something to practice and you just really can't think of what to do, these are some of the tips that I like to use to get me over that hurdle. The first tip, if I'm having an off day and I really don't know what I want to be practicing, say I sit down with my guitar and I'm like, I have no idea what to play. I like to start off with some simple technical exercises. That really forces me to just start playing. And that may be something as simple as doing a spider exercise, like this. Or maybe a picking exercise where I'm going to be just picking a single note. This is the 5th fret on the 1st string. I'm thinking here just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And maybe I'm going to change from even 8s to swing 8s. Back to even. That's a really great exercise, just doing that. Something like that. Maybe I would work on a scale exercise with my alternate picking. This is up and down a C major scale, on the 5th fret, the 3rd string, and the 5th, 7, 5, 6, 8 on the B string. Maybe I might do that. Maybe I'll move up through the positions of that. Bringing in the 5th fret, the 1st string. Maybe I move to the next one. Bring in the 7th fret, the 1st string. 8th fret, the 1st string. So technical exercises like that can be a really great way of just breaking out of a rut in your playing and finding just something that you can physically do with the guitar that'll start your practice session off really strong. The next thing, if you are really unsure about what to practice, think about songs that you've been listening to. Think about guitarists that you really like, or even just jump straight onto YouTube or Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you use, and look at some of the suggestions. There will always be a curated suggestion of what the computer thinks you're going to like. So maybe you log on and you see Joe Bonamassa playing a blues, or maybe you log in and you see Grant Green playing a jazz standard. You can find some really great examples of guitar playing that way, and then maybe that would spur you on to check out either the song they're playing, or maybe even try and take down some of their licks using the features on software to slow down their playing and figure out what they're doing. Maybe you can find a transcription online on Ultimate Guitar, or just through Googling finding a transcription of someone's playing that you can check out that way. Another great tip that you could do is you could take a lick and you can see if you can develop that. So let's do that together. So let's just make up a lick on the spot. I'm going to go. Okay, so it's just a little pentatonic thing. On the 5th fret, the 3rd string, 7th fret on the 4th, 5th on the 4th, 7th on the 5th, coming back to the 5th fret, the 4th. Okay, let's do some variations. So that's my origin riff. Okay, maybe we'll go. So I'm just going up to the next step in the scale. Jumping up the pentatonic scale. And then sometimes I just start improvising around with it, so. So I'm using that as a question and answer. So this is my question. And now I'm thinking, how would I answer that? Using the pentatonic scale, that lick there I was going all from this root position of the pentatonic. That's another great example of thinking about what you could do to practice. Just come up with a lick and start responding to it. Maybe even think of something like this. And then now I'm just messing around with the chords. I'm thinking, what chord will I be playing over? Am I playing over an A minor chord? Or maybe I'm playing over a D7 chord. Maybe I could use that over like a C major thing. So maybe I'm going like. So you can really experiment with licks that way and develop how they would sit with music, and that's a really great thing to practice. Now let's take another thing. Maybe you have a chord sequence that you've already been working on. Say it's a song that you really like. I'm just going to make up some chords here. Let's go C, G, E minor, C. So I'm just going C to G, E minor, and back to C. Maybe we make it C and 9 to G, E minor to C, C and 9 to G. E minor to C. Okay, let's experiment with that. The first thing we can do, let's think about different ways of voicing that. So maybe we would move it up and go like, use our bar chords. And I'm really experimenting with the way I can play my bar chords there. Just really looking for different pathways through the same chord changes. That's a really good thing to do. Maybe we could take those chords and use them as arpeggios. So, okay, we have C first, to G, to E minor, back to C, back to G, E minor, back to C, back to G, to E minor, to C. I'm just really experimenting with different ways through that chord progression. Again, I'm just always looking to experiment, find that next step. And you can do this for anything. Let's take these chords and then say, why don't we use it for finger picking? So I'm just really looking for a different path through the same chord progression. And now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to bounce off each of these individual points, these smaller points, and use that to spur on the next step of our practice routine. So it can really be as simple as a technical exercise informing our next step. Could be, let's apply these to chords. It could be as simple as one small lick and finding different variations, or one small lick finding different context for the chord. It could be as simple as finding a new song, discovering a new artist, and that could spur on a whole new set of discovery of different types of music. Learning the guitar, it sometimes can be really daunting, and finding a clear pathway is not, sometimes it's not there. We don't all need a strict practice regimen to progress on the instrument, but sometimes we do need that little bit of inspiration. So take the time, explore some of the concepts in this video. These are all just little tastes of different things we can do. If you want to see more of these things in detail, these are the kinds of things that we've covered in other videos on the channel. So dig in, see what other videos we've got. If there's any suggestions for the content that you'd like us to cover, maybe you saw something in this video that you can't find on our channel, I would be more than happy to dive deep in that. Thank you so much for checking out this video. We've got lots of other content on our YouTube channel just like this. We have more in detail lessons. Sometimes we'll explore a point. Sometimes we'll look at various different licks, techniques, these kind of things. There's some song lessons. At the Guitar School, we teach guitar, bass, drums, vocals, ukulele, music production, all kinds of things. If there's anything else that you would like to check out and you can't find, please just drop us an email, leave us a comment, and we'll definitely get back to you. If you've made it this far, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this, hit that bell icon to receive notifications every time we post a video. Finally, thank you so much for checking out this video. My name's Gabriel, and on behalf of myself and the Guitar School, thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.